Voters in New Hampshire are at the polls today for the state's first in the nation primary. It is now a two-person race for the GOP presidential nomination.
And New York Times political reporter Anjali Huynh joins us live from New Hampshire. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. So, as you've reported, this could be a do-or-die state for Nikki Haley. With the polls showing that Donald Trump is so far ahead, is there any chance that she could actually win the state of New Hampshire?
Well, thank you for having me. New Hampshire is certainly a more competitive state than Iowa before this. There are a lot more unaffiliated voters, and Nikki Haley is trailing Donald Trump in polling averages by about 15 points, which is better than where she stood in Iowa. She's been doing 5 to 6 stops a day, anywhere from small country stores to event venues. But as she's doing that, Donald Trump is holding these massive, one event rallies per day where he's drawing thousands of people. And this is the state where Donald Trump won for the first time in 2016. That propelled him to the presidency ultimately. And that sort of celebrity status is really hard to compete with. There's been this interesting dynamic where Donald Trump and Nikki Haley are both framing themselves as outsiders in this race. Donald Trump has cast Nikki Haley as a Republican in name only, beholden to donors. Meanwhile, Donald Trump himself has racked up quite a few endorsements from Congress, from state houses across the country. And so it's really interesting to see whether or not those endorsements will help him ultimately, win by a large margin tonight.
Right. And if you listen to the polls, he will. But of course, we all learned during the last election cycle, maybe we can't listen to the polls as much as we thought. Has Nikki Haley been doing the right things, saying the right things to try to win those voters over in New Hampshire? Has she differentiated herself enough from Trump on the issues? And is that mental competency argument that she's been making of late working?
Nikki Haley has taken a much stronger approach against Donald Trump in these last few days before the New Hampshire primary, knowing that she needs to win over these unaffiliated, more moderate voters. She's hardened her stance against Trump, as you alluded to, saying that he lies in all the ads against her, that he didn't necessarily stand up to dictators when he was president, and more recently that he is deteriorating in age. She's pointed to a recent example at a rally where he appeared to confuse her with Nancy Pelosi being at the Capitol insurrection, on January 6, 2021. And she's done so more as she's gotten that one-on-one matchup that she wanted. But some voters, particularly moderate, say that they wish that she had done this sooner, that, she was trying to appeal to a broader swath of Republicans and they want her to do more. So it may have been too little too late.
Yeah, and after talking to these voters in New Hampshire, what are you learning about the issues that are most important to them? Because obviously it varies state by state, but for New Hampshire, what's the takeaway for you?
There's a lot of issues that the voters are concerned with. I've heard a lot about the border. There's a lot of voters who are concerned about migrants coming in, both from the south and from the north, given that New Hampshire shares miles of border with Canada. There's also been some concerns about the economy. Despite it being in a pretty stable place, some voters are still saying that they're experiencing high prices at the gas pump in grocery stores. But more than that, I think these voters have sorted themselves into two camps of sorts, ones that back Donald Trump and don't want to see Nikki Haley because they see her as being backed by so-called Democrats and such, whereas Nikki Haley supporters are concerned about Donald Trump being a quote-unquote threat to democracy or about his quote chaos and baggage affecting his electability. Nikki Haley has been quick to frame this race as a general electability argument. She wants to position herself as the best equipped to beat Biden, and polls do back that. But with the support that Donald Trump has in New Hampshire and beyond, it may not be enough.
All right. Well, some great insight from you, Anjali. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.